One of the things the media has been reporting is President Trump looks through his calculus and gets assets in place and thinks through how he wants to do this. People have been saying in the media, and not analysts, I mean people at the Pentagon and others, President Trump's calculation here about actually going kinetic is that the issues with the Chinese Communist Party and the alliance they have with the KGB in Moscow. How tight is that alliance, sir, do you think?
Well, Steve, I think it's super tight. I'll let you know the reason later, but Xi is in Central Asia for a couple of days. He's going to be back tonight. One thing he mentioned very importantly is the 2,000-year friendship that they're going to have. And I think the goal is to create division between the Central Asian countries and the United States. And also to leave a space for them to, when they have a real move in Taiwan and other areas, they can relieve the sanctions and have and get rid of the petrodollar system and have this BRIC nations work together. And also one important topic they talk about is this situation right now. It is a once in a century opportunity for transformation for the Chinese Communist Party and also for those countries. And it is accelerating. So it's a big opportunity for all of them. And so one of the reasons I think very important why Russia cannot be pulled away from the CCP is because of this dictatorship mindset where they have such a close relationship in secret deals and trades where Xi Jinping basically control the family, the security of Putin's family and also the assets and also the relationship. So I think that's it's going to be really naive for people to think, okay, their relationship can be break up really easily. And another aspect, if you look at this whole dynastic, dictatorship of Xi and Putin, like if you look at the meeting in Belarus, like the introduction of his daughter, Xi Mingze, like under the political spotlight, this is really sensitive inside China. Like all the people know this is for succession, and this is the very first time like Mao Zedong even didn't have the chance to do this until he died. And everybody knows that Xi Jinping's brother now is in charge of the state intelligence, and his wife is in charge of the state police, and his daughter's been always in charge of the foreign affair. So this is the key. So everybody needs to understand that the alliance is not going to be easily broken up. But I think this is, like what Forrest said, like the approval rate is like less than 10%. If now like you have a referendum or election in China, like nobody really support this. And now this is Xi Jinping's major goal. Later, like with the collapse of Iran, with the imminent attack on Taiwan, with all the strategic resources grouped together, I think he wants to continue his rule, his family dynastic ruling of China. But yes. I think the revolution is inevitable.
This is why we say it's run by a handful of factions that are wealthy. They're wealthier than the families in the Gulf Emirates. The wealthiest people on earth are the faction heads of the Chinese Communist Party. Forrest, where do they go to on New Federal State of China, your media page, to get, you guys are doing shows. I'm on a couple of times a week. Where do folks go get all your content and on social media on Getter? Where do they go?
Yeah, they can find us on Getter, and we can NFSC Speaks and also NFSC TV. That's a Chinese program. They can also find us on X, NFSC Speaks.
Thank you. By the way, John Solomon, we're going to try to get John on again tomorrow morning on this other breaking news about this further cover-up. I know John Solomon is quite hot on this. And Ava, I'll talk to you after the show. I want you back on tomorrow night, too, to go through your analysis. This proves something we've been saying and mocked and ridiculed by the mainstream media, that the Chinese Communist Party absolutely wanted a role in the defeat of Trump. They did not want Trump to return to the White House in January of 2021. They had had enough of Trump after a couple of years. So this is a big story. Guys, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming on today. A quite historic day in the nation.